Shame that tune!
Rachel Mason, thank you for sharing your shame with us this evening, disgracing your good name and allegedly chaste reputation. Okay, Rachel, 1989, the golden age of rock and roll.
Hell yes.
Where white snakes and white lions cavorted with deaf leopards and scorpions. And night rangers explored Skid Row, resplendent in both guns and roses. The immortal artists from this time are truly a who's who of rock and roll Hall of Famers. Don Dokken, Mark Slaughter, Kip Winger, Jane Lane, Billy Idles, Bart Simpson. I guess my question would be, in light of this renaissance of shred happening in this year with so much raw sexuality being expressed through the wonder of glamorous metal, how could you have waited until 8th period to try and, as Kiss once said, put the X in sex? How could you have waited, though?
I'm pretty sure that I tried to get him to go earlier
Earlier, yeah.
But neither of us liked math, so we're like, fuck it, we'll blow off math.
Very admirable to be so patient. And,
Thank you.
And so it goes. So filled with shame, you built your own raft and pushed off of Long Island, sailed up the Mississippi, and arrived on the shores of Chicago. How long have you lived here now?
I've lived here since 1996.
1996.
Yeah, pretty soon I'll have lived here longer than in New York.
Wow. So 1996. Okay. And I always say, in spite of the crime, the crumbling infrastructure, the mayor, the aldermen, the traffic, the weather, the football team, the baseball teams, and the schools, this is the greatest city in the world. I really believe it because there's great food. If you want a disgusting overpriced burrito because you're blacked out drunk in Wicker Park, you go to Flash Taco. Simple as that. And you want to wait 3 hours to eat a hamburger named after a heavy metal band, you go to Kuma's, and that's awesome. But there is wonderful music venues like the Hideout, of course, and for my money, I think the best comedy anywhere. Stand-up, sketch, improv, and so on. What's going on at Second City lately? That's what your job. What do you do there exactly?
I'm in the Second City Improv All Stars on Monday. It's like a short form improv show. The new main stage just opened up and it is amazing. I'm not in that show, but I will plug it because it is incredible.
So every Monday this summer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Okay. All Stars. You're an all star. You're an all star. Well, last week I was out in the town socializing at a wonderful little nightclub called the Empty Bottle, and over shots of Malort, an improvisational actress informed me that you once studied under a true legend in Chicago improv, and that is, of course, the immortal Glenn Close. What was it like to work with Glenn, star of the Big Chill among so many other wonderful.
She was way into heroin.
Wait,
didn't think women were funny. Yeah, she was hardcore. Del Close. This
autocorrect, I tell you, is a damn autocorrect. It'll be the death of me. Del Close. From what I've read of him, brilliant, eccentric. I was wondering if you had any brief anecdotes you could relay. Anything?
Del was the kind of guy, like, everyone thinks that improv is about, like, just support your partner and yes and everyone can do it. Del would say that to the 3 people he thought could do it and literally turn his back on everyone else in the room. I saw him make a grown man cry, told him to kill himself and threw his tuition check back in his face.
I heard he would do that, yeah.
Yes, yeah. He was horrible. But if you were lucky enough to be one of the 3 people he cared about, it meant that there was potential there. And I got lucky.
Was the first class just a horrifying experience because he knew?
Absolutely. He did not think women were funny, and it was.
Oh my God.
I wasn't afraid of him because he reminded me of my dad in a weird way, big old tough junkie kind of guy. So I wasn't afraid of him. So he liked that about me.
Awesome. Okay. And you've been there ever since.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. And you're an all-star, and it'll be every Monday. Do I have any other questions? No, you're performing every Monday this summer, so that sounds great, and thank you so much for sharing your humiliating stories with us tonight. Rachel Mason, everybody.